Today on DeerGearTV, Cabela's Wildlife and Land Management shows us some easy maintenance on our Cabela's tractors. We go over some safety tips while you're out at camp. And to wrap things up, we shine some light on gear that will make life a little easier. All this and more coming up on Cabela's DeerGearTV.
Hey guys, Justin Bryan, Southwest Regional Wildlife Biologist for Cabela's. You know, when we start to use these tractors and get them in the field, we're really putting them under stressful conditions. And one thing you want to remember is always to have a daily checklist that before you get in the field, you walk around this tractor, you start to look at things and you start to understand and make sure that this tractor is still in good functioning condition. Now the first thing you want to look at, and the easiest thing to look at, is to see if there's any fluids that may be dripping from underneath it. Maybe hydraulic fluid, gear fluid, engine oil fluid. And it's just easily enough just to kneel down, see if anything's puddling up. If nothing's puddling up, if you're in good shape. But if the instance does occur that you do have some puddling, you need to figure out where it's coming from and address that issue quickly so that your tractor remains functioning well and can get the job done. Now the next thing we need to look at is actually under the hood. You need to remove the grill guard here, just bend it forward and lift the hood. And the first thing that comes to your attention is the radiator screen. As you can tell, our radiator screen's full of a little bit of dirt and quite a bit of grass. Fortunately, here in Southwest Texas, we're dealing with more of a dust issue. When you see me plowing or you see me disking, I have a lot of dust blowing up on this tractor. And I need to make sure that the radiator itself doesn't get hot. Now it's easy enough just to pull this screen up, work it out, continue to pull it up so that it comes out. And you can notice there's quite a bit of dust and quite a bit of grass on it. We can easily just roll that off. Okay, so once you get this radiator screen good and clean, it doesn't take a lot to get it clean, but you want to make sure it's clean. Once it's done, just simply place it back in its area and you're good to go. Now once the radiator screen's done, simply move back here to the air filter itself. And I know just from based on experience and be out here running around, plowing and disking, this air filter is going to be extremely dirty. And we want the air filter, obviously, to be clean. This is a good example of how much dust can build up on the filter itself. So you just want to take it out over an area. You can just slightly pound it out, just get that dust out. And you can tell down here we've got a really fine dust in this area. Now, in general daily cleaning, obviously this wouldn't be as dusty as it is. What we want to do is go ahead and just replace this filter itself. And if you notice on this tractor, it's also got an inner filter, and it's by no means as dirty as that outer filter was, but we're going to go ahead and replace both of them just to have some good maintenance. So get rid of the old one, just pop the inner one right back in. Get it good and set in there. Come back with a nice clean filter, which you can tell, here's the difference between a dusty one, here's the difference of a clean one. We want our filter to look like this if we can have it daily. So that's part of just keeping it clean, going through your daily checklist. Pop it on there, lock everything back in. Now, as soon as you're done with the air filter, you can easily move over here to the engine oil itself. We have our dipstick located right here, which is easy to get to. We want to make sure, one, that we have oil in there, and two, that that oil's clean. And we can see here we've got a nice clean golden oil. And that little black knob on the end of it is just an indicator. But we have some really nice clean oil in that, and that's just an indication that we changed the oil the other day. We know that it's in good shape, and we're keeping this engine running adequately. Now from there, we can go to the hydraulic fluid that's back here in the rear. And it's simple check just as well. We have an area right here. We can check that hydraulic fluid. We notice that it's there. It's clean. There wasn't anything, I didn't see any pieces of little metal or anything in there that could possibly be in there. So once you have that hydraulic fluid checked, you're in good condition at the rear of the tractor. Just come back up here, get everything tightened back up, put the hood down, lock in your grill guard, put the pin in, you're good to go.
Go to Cabelas.com/WLM for more info about wildlife and land management, and go more in depth with all the tractors, implements, and products that Cabela's has to offer. Like what you see on Deer Gear? Win products and gift cards simply by liking us on Facebook at DeerGearTV. You'll get up-to-date info on all our featured gear and the inside scoop on upcoming giveaways. Just visit Facebook.com/DeerGearTV. Deer Gear is brought to you by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Conquest Scents, hunting and dog scents. And by Bradley Smoker, food smoking made easy.
The Yamaha Viking, and introducing the all-new Viking 6. The hardest working, most off-road capable side-by-sides in America. Built for the hardest working people on Earth. You.
Fish on! Come on, get together.
Hey! Good job!
Yeah, right.
Comfortable to carry, comfortable to shoot. It's slim, concealable, and powerful protection. The M&P Shield by Smith & Wesson. Confidence? We perfected that years ago.
What if there was a camera that went where you went and shot what you shot? An action camera so easy to use you can concentrate on your hunt, not the hunt for the record button. A camera that let you add dimensions to your video, like speed, altitude, or even your heart rate, just before you let it fly. Life, camera, action. The Verb Elite HD Action Camera from Garmin.
The Arctic Ice Tundra Series, capable of keeping your food frozen all day long. The Tundra Series is a portable, safe, and reusable alternative ideally suited to replace dry ice. Keep your food as frozen as the Tundra with the Tundra Series from Arctic Ice.
When you change the game, you make the rules. Introducing the all-new Stealth SS from 10 Point, the most compact crossbow we've ever created. 10 Point, there is no substitute.
Here at DeerGearTV, we are all about safety, no matter what we are doing. Let's hear from Wade as he gives us some tips when it comes to hearing protection.
How many times have you had a conversation and you said something that was super important and you go, huh? What? And you got this blank look coming back from the guy you're talking to. Well, chances are he was a guy that grew up shooting without hearing protection, and now he's suffering from loss in whatever ear was, facing that muzzle blast all the time, and he's a what kind of guy? And that's so easily fixed in today's world. You can wear something like the Walker's ear shooting muffs, and not only can you still have a conversation with the buddies around you, but when it comes time to pull the trigger, you can, lower the decibels. You can, basically eliminate a lot of that risk that you're having. So if you want to go shoot a bunch, you don't have to worry about being that, what guy? And for young shooters up and coming right now, I'm so impressed the fact that they wear that. And one of the products that we absolutely rely on is the Walker's, hearing protection, and it really does a tremendous job. Not only still allowing us to have a conversation, but to protect our hearing when we're getting ready to pull the trigger and after pulling the trigger.
Hi, I'm Paul Butsky from GSM Outdoors. I'm really excited to tell you about our new Ultimate Series Walker muff. Very comfortable and very new design. It has elongated cup, which disperses the weight around the ear. The headband, very comfortable, very soft butyl rubber inside cup. Fully collapsible. This is our Quad Series, which has 4 microphones, independent microphones, which gives you more of a 360 surround quality. a recessed volume control knob, so it's in your pack. It doesn't, turn on, walking around in your backpack. It has independent AFT adjustment, which is an adjustable frequency tuning, which gives you kind of like adding bass or treble to the sound that you're listening to. Everybody's hearing is a little bit different, so what sounds good to you might not sound good to the next guy, and you're able to adjust it with this AFT adjustment knob, which is back and is recessed. The sound quality is phenomenal. When I say ultimate muff, I mean ultimate. Between the comfort fit, the headband, the new design, and the sound quality, it truly is the ultimate muff. This is our quad series, which also comes in mossy oak and real tree. For more information on Walker products, you go to www.gsmoutdoors.com.
Driving around your property can be hazardous at times. Wade has a checklist before going out that will help keep you safe and protected.
A couple of quick things I always want to point out. Make sure you're prepared when you get ready to go to the field. And for us, when we're loading up onto our side-by-sides or our ATVs, it's getting ready for the ride. This tip this time, make sure you put on some eye protection. Goggles or safety glasses when you're going to and from the stand are going to help protect your eyes against brush, rocks, or whatever may get kicked up or be hanging into the trail that you don't even know about when you're heading out in the dark or even during the day. So make sure and wear your eye protection. Now, one thing we always do is make sure we have our gloves on, whether it's early in the morning or late in the evening or in the middle of the day when we're getting ready to jump onto our ATVs and our side-by-sides. We do that simply because we want to make sure we've got coverage on exposed skin when we're heading out into the field. So if while we're on the trail or heading to the stand, we're kicking up rocks or we run into some brush, we're not going to be cutting ourselves in those types of situations. So always make sure you've got your gloves on before you operate those ATVs or side-by-side. One thing we always do is put our helmet on, and it's very important for you to do the same. It'll help protect you in an unforeseen accident or if something happens out there you're not expecting. So always put that helmet on when you get ready to load up on an ATV or side-by-side.
Like what you see on Deer Gear? Win products and gift cards simply by liking us on Facebook. Just visit facebook.com/DeerGearTV. Deer Gear is brought to you by Dead Deer Hunting Accessories, Garmin Verb, Life, Camera, Action, High-Vis, see what you've been missing, and by Thompson Center, America's master gun maker.
Experience High-Vis, a brighter sight picture than standard sights, giving you an immediate, more successful shooting performance. High-Vis lets you see a dramatic contrast between the target and the barrel for a more intuitive aim that delivers instant results. Our light pipes come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, designed to be seen in a variety of conditions. With our broad line of sights, you'll see your marksmanship dramatically improve, bringing more fun and confidence into every shooting experience. Shoot more accurately. Enjoy the sport. Choose High-Vis.
Zoo.
떠나진지. That was cuts.
Sahit Watila.
Aha.
Heavy duty, rugged, and designed for the big game hunter and angler. The Food Saver Game Saver Titanium Vacuum Sealer has the power and performance to seal in the freshness of your game and fish for up to 3 years, 5 times longer than standard storage methods. And with its extra-wide dual and repetitive sealing capabilities, that's a ton of big game savings. Tough tested and rated 4.8 out of 5 stars by outdoorsmen just like you. The Food Saver Titanium System, it's a true game changer.
When I'm not hunting, I'm thinking about hunting. It's on my mind because it's in my blood. When the hunt calls, my TC Venture points the way. Accurate, reliable, proven. Until there's no more ground to cover and no more stories to tell. When you're a TC Venture hunter, the hunt never ends.
My secret weapon? EverCalm. It's the first ever calming scent.
It's real smells from bedding areas.
To deer, that means safety.
EverCalm reassures even nervous deer,
which can help you get the shot.
I use EverCalm all season long.
Put it on your boots, your pants, and your decoy.
Its stick form won't wash away or freeze.
EverCalm.
EverCalm. EverCalm.
EverCalm.
EverCalm.
EverCalm.
From the family deer farm at Conquest Scents.
Stealth Cam. Trail cameras with features you demand. With the durability and performance you can count on. Built to withstand even the harshest conditions. Stealth Cam. Join the trail cam revolution.
When it comes time to trimming trees around our blinds, we've found a tool that is perfect for the job.
The forged steel branch cutter is part of the dead deer hunting accessories. This features a durable forged steel construction, no slip grips, and a 3/4 inch cutting capacity that's going to allow you to take care of most any project you're going to have when you're setting up your hunting stand, trying to clear a few branches nearby, getting down to the ground. It doesn't weigh but about 14 ounces. It fits conveniently in its own pouch, so whether you're wearing it on your belt, put it in your backpack, or just carrying it with you, it's something that you're going to need out in the field to ensure you can clear those shooting lanes. The forged steel branch cutter is part of the dead deer hunting accessory line.
Working in the outdoors can get hot, so you want to be able to keep your drinks cold all day long. Arctic Ice has a lineup of products that will do just that.
Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep coolers cold. What it is a phase change material that has been derived from plants, has a plant base, and is designed to keep very specific temperatures in a cooler. So for instance, we have 3 brands. Arctic Ice features the Alaskan Series, the Tundra Series, and Chill and Brew. Each one with a very specific freezing point that allows you to choose a temperature that you want to keep your coolers. If you use the Tundra Series, it has a 5-degree freezing point that's very unique. It's designed to keep a cooler in a frozen state. So for instance, if you're fishing in the Gulf of Mexico, you bring back a bunch of fish to Kentucky or to Texas or wherever you're going, and you want to keep them frozen all the way back, some frozen blocks of Tundra Series in your cooler will maintain a frozen temperature for hours, even days, depending on the type of cooler you use and how well you prepare the cooler before you put the Tundra Series in. The Alaskan Series, on the other end of the scale, is designed for keeping things refrigerated without risk of freezing them. So for instance, if you just want to keep a cooler cold, you know, in the past we've always grabbed a bag of ice. Now you can grab a couple of Alaskan Series blocks, throw those in your cooler. They're reusable for a lifetime. They're going to keep a nice, cool 35 to 40 refrigerator temperature without having to worry about anything freezing, and they're going to last for days in the cooler. Substitute the Alaskan Series for the equal weight of ice and never buy bags of ice again. Chill and Brew falls right between the Alaskan Series and the Tundra Series, and it offers pretty much anyone who wants to keep a cooler colder than ice the greatest way to do it. It's reusable for a lifetime, just like the Alaskan Series and the Tundra Series, and it has a 28-degree phase change. So what that allows you to do as a consumer or anyone with a cooler is keep your cooler as cold as possible. Now, it was created originally for keeping beer cold, but we found out over time that everyone seems to like this for, in the summertime, keeping things as absolutely cold as possible in their cooler. We have brought out Chill and Brew in 16 different team sport colors. So now, if you want to use Chill and Brew for your tailgate party, you've got the opportunity. If you are if your team's red and white, we've got red and white Chill and Brew. If your team happens to be purple and gold, we've got purple and gold Chill and Brew. So you can mix and match the colors to whatever team that you support, and you're not only going to have the coldest cooler at the party, but you're also going to have the coolest looking cooler at the party with our Chill and Brew team sport colors. Another one of the cool things that we've done this year with all of our brands with Arctic Ice is to include a thermochromic indicator on the label. Now, what that is, in simple terms, that's basically an ink that changes colors with different temperatures. So basically what we did with the each brand, we have a thermochromic indicator that shows you that the brand is working. So for instance, you'll see on the bottom right corner of each label 3 bars. One will always be blue, but when the product is frozen and holding the temperature that it's designed to hold, all the bars will be blue. So it's a great visual indicator. All you do is just a quick look in your cooler. I'm holding the right temperature to keep my beer cold, or to keep my fish frozen, or to keep my food nice and cold and safe. So it's a great little visual indicator, just a little addition to the Arctic Ice brands to make it easier for anyone to use. So, you know, we've done a couple of cool things this year. Arctic Ice is always trying to find an innovative, really cool way to keep your coolers cold. So keep your eyes on us.
Like what you see on Deer Gear? Win products and gift cards simply by liking us on Facebook at DeerGearTV. You'll get up-to-date info on all our featured gear and the inside scoop on upcoming giveaways. Just visit facebook.com/DeerGearTV. Deer Gear is brought to you by Zippo, the great outdoors, greater. Stealth Cam, join the trail cam revolution. And by Yamaha ATVs. Real world tough.
Engel's got the original high performance cooler and a whole lot more. Engel coolers. Go with the original.
I've never shot a multicolored pig like that. That is just awesome. First pig with the crossbow. I am pumped and excited.
If you enjoy the outdoors, you're going to want to have a Bubba Blade by your side. Introducing the Bubba Blade Rhino, aka the stubby skinning knife.
Well, on this pig today, I used the Bubba Blade stubby, and I mean, that thing worked phenomenally.
We've shortened up the handle to 4 inches and put a razor-sharp 4-inch skinning blade on it to make the perfect skinning and gutting knife. You'll be able to work close in with ease. Like all Bubba Blades, the knife features our patented handle that gets sticky when wet, so it won't slip out of your hand while you're working. Combined with our razor-sharp skinning blade, you have one kick-ass knife. Go online at BubbaBlade.com to order your Bubba Blade today.
When it comes to racing big deer, Purina is the leader in deer nutrition research. Our Antler Max research and development team is committed to developing products that provide results in your deer management program with a difference you can see. If you're ready to take your deer operation to the next level, look no further than Purina's new and improved Antler Max Premium Deer Feeds. You can find them at your local Purina retailer. Purina Antler Max Premium Deer Feed, a difference you can see.
Nikon's no-fault policy was created for those who continually push the envelope, travel the farthest, stay the longest, brave the most hostile elements. We do our best to deliver on our promise of a lifetime of performance. And we'll stand with you should accidents happen. Trust earned. Nikon.
Zippo hand warmers. 12-hour, reusable, indisposable furnaces that keep you fishing longer. Because cold hands bite.
Crossbow hunting has risen in popularity as a means of harvesting your next deer. If you're thinking about picking up crossbow hunting, then 10 Point Crossbows has a broad range of models to choose from. Let's take a look at one of 10 Point's newest crossbows on the market.
Featuring top-of-the-line weight-shedding technology and our compact XLT bow assembly, the affordable Shadow Ultralight is the lightest crossbow we've ever created. This easy-to-handle, heavy-hitting crossbow is yet another response to consumers' growing demand for more compact, lighter, and quieter crossbows. The Shadow Ultralight's primary innovation is a 19.6-inch carbon-injected polymer barrel fitted with a 4-inch bullpup trigger and a lightweight trigger housing, which dramatically reduces the total bow weight to a mere 6.4 pounds. The barrel and trigger assembly is embedded in the company's functionally superior bullpup stock, using rubber inserts and dual-purpose rubber safety wings to reduce noise and vibration, while keeping the shooter's foregrip hand safely below the flight deck. In addition, the buttstock features strategically placed cutouts to reduce weight and improve balance, and its ergonomic design is configured with optimal comb height and length of pull. Like all 10-point XLT models, the 180-pound Shadow Ultralight measures a compact 13.5 inches from axle to axle when cocked. Its machined riser is fitted with tactical jet black 11-inch isotaper limbs, MRX cams, D75 string and cables, and detachable lightweight coated aluminum foot stirrup. Measuring just 34.4 inches long, the Shadow Ultralight shoots up to a blistering 350 feet per second. The crossbow comes standard with 10 Point's 3-power ProView 2-scope and either of 10 Point's patented automated cocking units, the AccuDraw or the AccuDraw 50. Like all 10-point crossbows, this model comes with its patented 3.5-pound T2 trigger, automatic safety, and our dry fire inhibitor. These components fit in a lightweight trigger housing and provide you with the lightest, safest, and most dependable trigger assembly available in our industry. The Shadow Ultralight is sold as a package, which includes the scope, cocking mechanism, quiver, and arrows. It's pre-sighted at the factory and ready to take you hunting.
Lights, they're so important in so many different situations in the outdoors and basically everywhere else. You know, I look at what I use lights for and the diversity. I mean, I've got lights at home, I've got lights in my boats, I've got lights out at the deer camp to suit any needs that I have. And Cyclops is basically cracked the code because they've got such a wide range of lights available for anybody's needs out there. I look at it from a hunting standpoint right now. You know, inside my backpack, I've got several different clip-on lights that go right onto my hat, and I love those types of lights there because they allow me to have hands-free operation of anything I'm doing, whether I'm driving an ATV, I'm walking to the stand, I'm you know, loading up my gun, I'm basically gearing up in there, and I can cycle them through everything from a bright light all the way down to reds and greens so I can be a little more stealthy. Flip that to the next area out there, which is your spotlights. These spotlights are so bright for all your different needs, and we use them for a lot of different things, whether we're trying to find something in the shed after dark, whether we're fixing something that's broke down, or those times when we're out tracking a wounded deer. I mean, we literally have a table full of spotlights available so that we can go and grab them at a moment's notice, and the entire team can be armed to be able to light up anything that they've got for whatever needs they're going to have. So when it comes to finding a light, look at the Cyclops lineup because they've got a wide range of them that allows you to be able to light up any task that you've got at hand. You know, clothing is something that is so important to any outdoors activity, and Cabela's has long been known as a leader in outfitting hunters for all of their needs when they're getting ready to go hunting. Whether they're looking at a hunting trip where it's 100+ degrees and they're going to be hunting well below zero. Anytime you flip through those catalog pages, you're on the internet, you're at one of their stores, you're going to see aisles and aisles of clothing designed so that a hunter can be comfortable and be able to pick the exact type of clothing they're going to need for the temperature that they're going to be dealing with. You can also take that a step further and look at all the different patterns out there. A lot of people may roll their eyes back, why do you need that many different patterns? Well, there's times when all of those diverse patterns are going to meet different types of hunts, different types of terrain, different types of seasonal aspects that are out there so that the hunter themselves can outfit themselves to give themselves the utmost confidence they've got the right pattern for wherever they're hunting, basically in the world. And that's something that Cabela's has always prided themselves in, is being able to ensure that that hunter can find the clothing they need for whatever temperature it's going to be, as well as whatever terrain that it's going to be. On one final note, when it comes to clothing, Cabela's has a variety of very specialized types of clothes out there designed to meet certain hunts or certain different types of applications out there. For instance, bow hunters can really outfit themselves fantastically when they go to Cabela's with the type of clothing that's going to allow them to be comfortable in the stands, going to allow them to blend in, but also be very efficient. When it comes to being very efficient, what I'm talking about there is it's going to be super quiet when it comes time to be moving around up in those tree stands or in the ground blinds, getting ready to get drawn. You're not going to have all this loud noise that's going to be spooking those deer away. So look at Cabela's for all of your clothing needs when it comes time to get ready to go hunting.
Like what you see on Deer Gear? Win products and gift cards simply by liking us on Facebook at DeerGearTV. You'll get up-to-date info on all our featured gear and the inside scoop on upcoming giveaways. Just visit facebook.com/DeerGearTV. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The boss has lost his phone in the vacuum. Now we're trying to get it out and may have to disassemble it.
So it's got to be right. Where is it? Right there?
It's right under here.
Yeah.
Hey Wade, this is Jeff. When you find your phone, could you give me a call? Bye.